Have you ever heard someone use a word or phrase that made you pause, wondering if they actually meant what they said, or if there was a deeper, perhaps ironic, meaning hidden beneath the surface? Decoding the true intent behind slang can sometimes feel like solving a puzzle, especially with how fast language evolves. The direct answer is that whether slang is meant literally or not depends entirely on the context and the speaker's intention. It is rarely a simple yes or no. Instead, you need to consider several key indicators to understand if the speaker truly means what the words imply, or if they are using them with sarcasm, irony, or as an exaggeration. The core mechanism for distinguishing literal from non-literal slang lies in understanding sociolinguistic cues. Human communication is incredibly nuanced, relying not just on words, but also on vocal tone, facial expressions, body language, and shared cultural knowledge. A phrase like "that's sick," for instance, literally means ill, but as slang, it has long meant something impressive or excellent. The why behind this shift is often cultural inversion, where terms with negative literal meanings are adopted to convey strong positive sentiment among a group, signaling an insider understanding. To figure out the speaker's intent, pay close attention to their delivery. Is their tone of voice flat or exaggerated? Are they smirking or winking? Consider the situation. Would a literal interpretation make sense in this context, or would it be absurd or out of place? For example, if someone says "I am dead" after a funny joke, they are not literally deceased but rather expressing extreme amusement, using hyperbole to convey their reaction. One insider detail to remember is the concept of deadpan delivery. This is a form of humor where something absurd or ironic is said with a completely serious, expressionless face, making it even funnier because the listener has to work harder to identify the non-literal intent. Furthermore, some slang terms inherently carry a non-literal meaning that has become widely accepted within a community, almost like a code. Understanding these community-specific connotations is key. Ultimately, recognizing whether slang is literal or ironic comes down to sharpening your observation skills and building a deeper understanding of cultural communication norms. By paying attention to context, tone, and shared understanding, you will become much more adept at interpreting the true message, ensuring you are always in on the joke and never left wondering.